Just some thoughts while I'm on my walk. I've been living life behind the scenes, behind what I share. I've been with family. We have family visiting from New Zealand right now, and I've been working with one-on-one clients. I just wrapped up my mastermind. I have some ideas brewing for what's next, but it's been really interesting because not saying that I used to build my business from let's say an ego place, but I used to have this real drive within me of growth and momentum and what's next. And although I still desire more and more is still coming and it's inevitable and it's there and it's happening, there's a noticeable difference in the way that I feel towards wealth creation, business, purpose, work. I was saying to a friend who kind of knows me from a business capacity, and I was saying to her it's crazy because things are easier than ever with my business, and I'm building my business from probably the first time ever from a complete no pressure place. When I started my business, we were broke and we started traveling, as some of you know my story, and so we had to make the money. And then keeping up the lifestyle of traveling, then moving countries, all the expenses that come with that, then moving provinces, all the expenses that come with that, having a baby. It was kind of I was the only income earner. There was a bit of pressure in a way. But then since going on maternity leave and coming back, it's been kind of let's just make this fun. And for some of you who've been following me for a long time, that's from the beginning been a huge piece of my strategy is playfulness. And a big piece of my real deep purpose is who are we behind all of the 5-6 figure income months? Who are we behind what we do? Who are we behind the screen of our Instagram? What are the thoughts that are going through our day on a day-to-day basis? And does that really translate into success for us? Also, look at these trees. Autumn's the best. Because what the fuck is the point if you're not really happy? And sometimes I think we confuse happiness with hitting milestones in our career. And although that can be a part of it, it's definitely not the whole point. So I feel in this place where I just feel I have nothing to prove. I'm having such a great time, and there's beautiful moments that I want to share of the successes that are happening, but also I don't feel I have to. I was looking at my gene keys and I was kind of pulled towards my radiant sphere, which I did a lot of work with that back in 2020. And I haven't really done a lot of work with that sphere since. Anyway, I look at it and it's literally the shadow of immaturity, which is all about pursuing what we pursue for the sake of money and power. And the gift is when we kind of just do what we want for the love of it, and the money and the power just comes. And it's really set me into this sense of reflection and gratitude, because it's so true. And like I said before, I don't think I ever fully was in ego or in shadow necessarily, because I built so many beautiful things and I was so passionate about the work that I did, but also the income months meant so much to me. I would think about all the time, what's my income this month? How much did I make? How much am I going to make? I've literally invested hundreds of thousands of dollars with the baseline premise of that being growing my income. And here's the funny thing is the energy of abundance, which is an energy that I am BFFs with. It's when we seek that energy and we want more abundance and we need more money to fulfill that sense of abundance, it often eludes us. And maybe not materially for some time, but how that energy reflects in our life in terms of our body, how happy we are, how fulfilled we are. Because if we're leaning on external circumstances to feel abundant or to feel happy, it's not really going to go down the way we want. But when we really embody this energy, the abundance just comes. It's just there, and we get to want wealth and we get to want luxury. but not if it's at the expense of our happiness and our joy and our fulfillment and our pleasure and our true sense of success and abundance. So, I love you. You're abundant and amazing.